everyone is laughing at Nottingham Forest for signing Liam Delap, but I actually think Nottingham Forest are going to be the ones having the last laugh. Now, when it comes to Liam Delap, people are not honest on him at all. Has he struggled over the last year at Chelsea? 1000% yes, and we'll get into that. But the year before that, Manchester United wanted him. Chelsea obviously wanted him and got him. Everton were looking at him. People even calling him the future England number 9. He's not a bad player, but the way people on social media talk about him have completely written this guy and his career off. Now, I feel like Liam Delap struggled at Chelsea for a variety of different reasons, but one of the main reasons was he was put in zones and areas on the football pitch that he wasn't comfortable in. For example, you guys can see this graphic on the screen here, which looks at his threatening actions for Ipswich, and you guys can see there's a lot of, let's say, left channel dominance. Left channel was the area that Liam Delap preferred the most. But then that exact same graph for Chelsea over the last year, you guys can see there's a lot more, let's say, central compactness to his game. He wasn't given a license to obviously drift outside, which is normal. You expect that when you're playing for, let's say, a club that's going to have more possession of the football. You're going to have to be a bit more, let's say, structured, and your freedom in a way is going to be taken out. And another reason why I think Liam Delap struggled at Chelsea was I don't think his in-box movement is actually the best. I think he's very good when the ball comes in, actually pounce into the ball. You guys can see some of the examples on the screen here. But when it's a settled block, when Chelsea are, let's say, manipulating the ball outside of it, how is your movement then? I feel like Liam Delap is slightly static in those sort of areas at times when he's not expecting the ball to come in. But Nottingham Forest are not going to use Liam Delap how Chelsea used him, which is a big, big positive. Now, let's speak about the best of Liam Delap that we see. He's so good making those wide channel runs. He's such a willing runner. And once he gets the ball, he's actually very, very powerful in terms of his stride. At times, for Ipswich in the Premier League, he was just bullying defenders off. You guys can see this graphic on the screen here. Look at short ending carries. He's in the upper percentiles for that category in the Big 5 leagues when he was at Ipswich. This is one of his biggest traits. And these are the areas and situations which I think he will face a lot at for Forest. Now, I really want to highlight this goal that Liam Delap scored against Aston Villa while he's playing for Ipswich. You guys can see he gets the ball in the left channel, the zones that you want Liam Delap occupying in. And then he carries the ball all the way to the penalty box, drops a step over, sends the Aston Villa defender one way. He goes onto his left side, slots the ball in with his left foot. This is Liam Delap's bread and butter. Now, another big positive regarding Liam Delap is that he doesn't really have any angle bias in terms of his shots. You guys can see his shot map for Ipswich in the 24-25 season, and you guys can see this shot's pretty much from every angle, from the inside of the box, left or right centrally, and from the outside of the box, which is a big, big positive. Now, another thing that we have to talk about is what Liam Delap is actually adding to the Nottingham Forest side. You're looking at their forwards right now. Igor Jesus a bit on the smaller side in terms of the physical profile of things. Chris Wood, he's 33, 34, he's aging a bit. Liam Delap has that physicality aspect of things that Oliver Glasner really likes. You guys saw, he used Mateta up front for his Crystal Palace reign. A big physical striker. Liam Delap, profile-wise, is probably the most similar guy in that, let's say, Nottingham Forest lineup to that. But let's compare how Mateta, Oliver Glasner's former number 9, compares to Liam Delap, his future number 9. And let me say this. I did not include Liam Delap's Chelsea numbers because, as you guys know, it would be a waste of time because he was rubbish there. But for Ipswich, his numbers make for very, very interesting reading. You guys can see the graphic on the screen here. When we're looking at goals, Mateta comes out slightly on top, 0.44 in comparison to 0.39 for Delap. Assists, Delap is on top, but again, by not much. Shots, Mateta is on top, but again, not by much. 2.15 in comparison to 2.08 for Delap. Where there's a bit of a difference is when it's come to like the dribbles and progressive run categories. So you guys can see Liam Delap averages 3.68 dribbles per 90 in comparison to 1.19 for Mateta. Progressive runs 2.28 for Liam Delap, 0.63 for Mateta. But also what I want you guys to pay closer attention to is offensive dribbles. Liam Delap 11.52, Mateta 7.49. So Forest are getting a physical number 9 that can run the channels, that can score goals if we're looking at his Ipswich stint, and that can also carry the ball. What's not to like? Now, Liam Delap is still young enough where I have faith in him and why coaches will still be looking at Liam Delap and thinking, yes, they can work with him. And I think Glasner will think the same thing. I honestly don't get the hate that Liam Delap gets from, let's say, the online football fan base. Yes, he struggled at Chelsea, but is he still a good talent? Yes, he came through the Manchester City Academy. The ability is there. Hopefully, we just get to see it on a more consistent basis where he's profiled a bit better in terms of what suits him. at Forest. I'm really hoping he can get his career back on track because, listen, like, he's a talented player. Let's just see it now. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know down below what you think of the signing.